The meeting ends and everyone files out laughing. You held that smile for 3 full seconds after the last person left the room. Your jaw ached from it. That jaw ache is not just tiredness from a long day. There is a name for the specific exhaustion that comes from managing your visible emotions as a job requirement. It is called emotional labor, and most people spending years inside it still do not know what it is quietly taking from them. You made it to the parking garage. You turned off the engine. You cannot yet make yourself go inside the house. Later, you stand in front of the open fridge for a full minute. You are not hungry. You are not looking for anything specific. Something inside needed a reason every time you adjusted your face before answering a question you did not want to answer. That cost something. Every time you held your voice level through a sentence that made your jaw tighten, that cost something too. The body keeps a running tab even when the mind insists everything is fine. By 3 in the afternoon, the tab is very long. The meeting ends and the face holds. 3 full seconds after the last person leaves, the expression stays in place like a costume that forgot to come off. What drains you is not the work itself. It is the continuous effort of deciding how you are allowed to feel in front of other people, all day, in every room. This is the part most people skip past entirely. The performance does not stay contained to the hard moments. It spreads into the ordinary ones, the 5-second pause before answering a routine question. Every small moment now requires a decision about how to look while living it. Now we reach the mechanism itself. The performance becomes automatic. The adjusted tone before someone senior enters the room, the laugh that leaves the throat before the brain decides it is funny. The body learns to move faster than the feeling does. And that gap between the feeling and the performed response is where the exhaustion lives. The gap becomes undeniable in the hallway at 4:47 p.m. when a colleague says, "Enjoy your evening," and the mouth forms the words "you too" before the chest has registered anything except empty. The sound comes out of the right shape. The face holds the right angle. The eyes behind the mask are doing nothing at all. That is the exact moment the cost stops being abstract and becomes something you can feel pressing against the back of your sternum. Afterward comes the strange flatness. Seated in the break room with a cup of something warm, not tasting it. The mask stays on because removing it requires a decision, and the decision making is already gone. The body has spent its entire currency of feeling on the performance, and what remains is a specific blankness that is not rest and is not peace. The meeting ends and you are the last one to gather your things. You catch your own reflection in the dark screen of a turned-off monitor. The face looking back is still wearing the expression from 40 minutes ago. Most people spend entire careers never noticing that reflection. The reflection follows you to the car park, and then you sit in the driver's seat without starting the engine. Not because you are tired in the way sleep fixes, because something that was running all day just ran out, and you are not sure what it was. That kind of empty is what emotional labor leaves behind when nobody names it. The depletion follows you home, and the people there ask how your day was. The word fine comes out before you even decide to say it. That automatic fine is not laziness and it is not dishonesty. It is what is left when the performance has already used the part of you that forms real answers. Emotional labor is not a personality flaw and it is not weakness. It is real invisible work. and it costs real energy the same way lifting something heavy does. The automatic fine, the held expression, the chosen Slack words, those are all withdrawals from the same account. The account was never empty because you were not trying hard enough. The exhaustion was never about the work itself. It was about the constant invisible labor of managing what your face was allowed to show. Before you had a name for this, you called it being too sensitive. Now you can call it what it actually is: a second unpaid job you showed up for every single day. That second job did not come with a job description, a salary, or sick days. Most people carry it for years without realizing the weight has a shape. Understanding the shape does not make it disappear, but it does mean you stop blaming yourself for being tired. And once you stop blaming yourself, something small but real starts to shift. There is a 30-second gap between leaving one meeting and walking into the next one. Most people use it to check their phone. This gap is actually the only recovery window available before the next performance starts. Use those 30 seconds to name one real thing you felt in the last hour. Not to fix it, just to name it. The bathroom break that is not really a bathroom break has always been a survival strategy. You already go there when the performance gets too heavy to hold. Next time you are standing at that sink, put both hands under cold running water for 20 seconds. The cold breaks the loop your body has been running since the 9 o'clock stand-up. The moment you sit in your parked car in the garage and cannot yet go inside is not weakness. It is decompression time you were never given at work. Keep a single folded piece of paper in the glove box. Before you unlock the front door, write 3 words describing how today actually felt. 3 words is not journaling. 3 words is a receipt for labor that was never counted. The strategies are real and they do help. But before any of them work, something quieter has to happen first. You have to stop treating the exhaustion as a character flaw. The tiredness after a day of performing fine is not weakness, it is the receipt. A lot of people will finish this video and go back to smiling tomorrow. That is not failure. That is just Tuesday. But something small has shifted. You now have a name for that particular tiredness that hits at 5:47 p.m. on a Wednesday. Named things are less frightening than unnamed ones. There is a related pattern that almost no one notices until someone points it out. It is the reason some days feel twice as draining as others even when nothing visibly harder happened. Next time, the hidden cost of deciding which feelings are allowed in the room gets its full examination.